everyone, I know we're already in the month of June, but you know what we haven't done yet? We haven't talked about my favorites from the month of May. So I love doing this every month at either the very end of the month or the very beginning of the next one, kind of as a recap. It's not just everything that was brand new to me that I love. Some of these could be super old favorites, but they're genuinely things I've been using and loving more so that month. And to make it easy for you and for me, I break it out into categories. So I'm gonna give you the top 5 beauty, clothing, accessory, and home favorites. And today we're gonna start with the top 5 home favorites. So normally when things start warming up, I don't get into the kitchen as much, but I'll be honest, since I became an empty nester, I don't get into the kitchen much at all. And if I do, it's for pretty basic stuff. But for some reason, I've been getting into cooking again, and I finally ordered these. I shared these in last month's Amazon haul. It's a set of nesting measuring cups, and you don't have to get the rainbow ones, but I just thought they were a little more fun. And they're magnetic, so they won't fall apart in your drawer. And they even have the smallest size as 1/8 of a cup, which you rarely see. And it also came with the set of spoons, measuring spoons, even with a little leveler. And I love that on each side, it has the round side or the more oblong oval side for scooping. And again, starts with 1/8 of a teaspoon and goes all the way up. This is something I have not seen before. 1/2 a tablespoon. When have you ever seen? I've never seen that in a measuring spoon. And then the biggest one, of course, is the full tablespoon. Love these. Think it is so cool. Another favorite little home decor addition I shared this month was my new acrylic book stand. And I am using it to display one of my newest coffee table books, which is some art and photography from the Big Bend area where we visited at the end of April, beginning of May. That place has my heart, and now it's on display. And I just think it's a really cool touch to any room. A great way to display some coffee table art if you're in a living room or family room, or maybe in your kitchen, open to your favorite recipe in your favorite cookbook. I think it's a really cool idea. And I know it's not too soon. In fact, we're getting to the deadline here about talking about Father's Day gifts. I think if you wanted to get the dad, the husband, whatever, they love grilling and cooking, that would be a very unique way for them to display their own favorite cookbook. I forgot to grab this, so I'm gonna insert this here. The shoe organizer. I've shared this before. I initially bought, I think, a pack of 12 and quickly learned that I needed a lot more. I've been trying to get my closet organized. It's a never-ending battle, but this shoe organizer thing absolutely helps. You know, this is ridiculous. Let me go get it. Hang on. Okay, much better. So this is what it looks like, and you can choose to put this in at different heights depending on what kind of shoe you're trying to accommodate. And if you have some sort of shelving or shoe rack in your closet, I'll link to what I use. It's not the most sturdy, amazing thing, but it's actually held up pretty well, all considering. So you would just line them up on the shelves, and the shoes would go like so. Really opens up a lot of space in your closet, especially if you are a shoe hoarder like me. Now this is an old favorite, but like I said, I've been cooking a bit more, pasta salads, things like that. It's a big, basically pasta pot. And the cool part is that the lid has the holes on the top. So these are heat resistant handles, not 100% so don't, test it first depending on, how high you've had your burner, but you just pop the lid on and it kind of locks in place, and then you just hold it over the sink and drain it. And it comes in other colors besides black. I have no idea why I went with black, but there you go. It's fantastic. You can use it for anything that you need to boil and then drain, like hard-boiled eggs. I don't know. My mind is blanking on what else you would use that for, but pasta for me is the main one, and I love that thing. Comes in handy all the time. And then my last home favorite of the month is another piece I've had for years, and it came up because the plant that is sitting in this ridged ceramic planter is growing. I'm looking at it. It's growing out of its pot, and I need to get a bigger pot, but I can't find one that I like as much as this one. This one is from Walmart. Sometimes they have it in store. They always have it online, and I recommend shopping online for this particular piece from Walmart because you can get it in a set of 3 that comes in a smaller pot and then a 12-inch one. So you can get them in a set of 3, I think cheaper than if you buy them individually, and you can't get that in the store. But it comes in an 8-inch, 12-inch, the white ceramic, or a glossy dark green. And this looks pretty much identical to ones that they've sold at Anthropologie. Not sure if it's still on the Anthropologie website, but it's definitely on the Walmart website. And the big one is under $16. Let's get on to clothing favorites. And if you're curious as to what I have on, I always list at the bottom of the description box and also pin it to the top of the comments, all the same stuff, is what I have on. whether it's the clothing, my earrings, my actual makeup, it's always listed there if you are curious, along with the links to everything else. And you're probably wondering, what is this? We had elections going on in San Antonio for mayor and our district area. So I went and voted today, got my sticker. Okay, so clothing favorites. This open knit striped, basically summer sweater has been worn so many times by me over the last few weeks. It had to hit the #1 spot. It's just a very basic white and navy striped tee essentially, but it's more of an open weave. It's a knit and it's just so comfortable. It's super soft. And even with the open weave, you don't need to wear anything under it, just your regular skin tone bra and you are good to go. And sticking with stripes, this is another one I've worn a bunch in the last month. This striped vest from Amazon, I bought it last year in the beige with the black stripe, just bought it last month in the pink with the white stripe. I love it. There are so many more different variations in the color options that you can choose from. I would say it runs true to size and it just goes with so many options. Skirts, jeans, shorts. It's a really versatile piece and I love that it's sleeveless, but it's not a tank top. So it's a lot easier to wear just a regular bra underneath. And if you want a little more upper arm coverage, you could layer it over a longer t-shirt. The options are endless. I also have to mention this skirt. So this is an organic cotton poplin tiered maxi skirt. I have it in the stripe version. Comes in a bunch of solids as well. And this is part of the outfit that I wore to present at the YouTube Summer House event in May. And it just held up so well. It was almost a 12-hour day. Lots of sitting up and standing and it didn't wrinkle and it felt cool and crisp all day. And I love that it's a pull-on style and it has pockets. I love the solid options as well. I am tempted to order another one, especially because it is a really good price for what it is. And it's one of my favorites because it is also tied to a very favorite memory of that day. #4 for clothing favorites, it's a sweatshirt. Yes, technically it's a super, super, super light sweatshirt or a heavier tee, but it's a short sleeve. It's part of that same brand that I found on Amazon that sells all things Modal. This, the t-shirt, the shorts I love from them, the pants I love from them. Eventually I'll probably buy everything that this brand offers on Amazon. But if you're looking for like kind of a heavier weight t-shirt, almost like a French terry feel to it, this thing is incredible. It's a great casual look, but I think it would look fantastic with a dressier pair of trousers too. Another really versatile piece, and thinking I'm gonna order another color or two or more. And then another easy piece, so easy in fact that it's in the name. It was from my Uniqlo haul and they call this the Linen Blend Easy Pants. They are easy. They held up so well. I've worn them a couple of times as well. And I think that says something. Y'all have watched my videos. You know how much stuff I buy. And yes, I keep 99.9% of it. And if I'm reaching for something more than once, I mean, because I have options, then you know that it's really good. This does come in, I can't remember, maybe 8 other colors, a ton of colors. True to size, I would say. I'm wearing mine in an extra small. I really like the kind of thicker rope drawstring at the waist. And I did want to add, and I didn't mention this in my Uniqlo haul, but Uniqlo allows you to order basically alterations. I think it's $5 to hem pants. So whether you're a petite person and you're looking for shorter length on the legs, or even a tall person and you just want it just right, Uniqlo will do it for only $5. I don't know any tailor that would do that in like a real local alteration shop. So I just wanted to give that part a shout out. I haven't tried it, but I saw it on the website and I think it is a fantastic idea. Now let's get to accessory favorites. So this is from a new to me brand called Aalyn, and I shared this on Instagram stories a little bit ago and y'all went nuts for it. I love this brand. Full disclosure, they did send this to me. Fully intend to purchase another piece from their collection on my own. So I have been looking for options to really good quality leather pieces that are at a more affordable, I'm not gonna say it's budget friendly, but definitely more affordable price point. And this brand jumped out to me. This is from a brand called Aalyn. It's Aalyn, and they don't have a ton of products. They don't believe in having huge overstock and endless amounts of merchandise to choose from. They just hone it down to just like, I think it's like 6 to 8 bags maybe, not a ton. This one's called the Lily Satchel, and I picked it in the shade Biscotti, who knows? It's a cookie, it's adorable. I love this thing. It's just the perfect sort of mini tote satchel size. It does have a zip top. It also has a slide pocket that I didn't even know about when I was initially reviewing it to you, and a zip pocket on the inside. And then it has, this comes with this removable nylon bag with the matching leather trim, and it's lined in a nice light color on the inside so you can see inside it. And this part zips as well. What's really cool is you can carry it by the top handle, and I think all of their bags, if not most of them, come with 2 other handle options. So this is the shoulder strap, so it's a little bit wider. And then it also comes with, where did I put it? Right in front of me, here it is. A very thin, longer strap that is adjustable. So you could wear it shoulder strap or crossbody strap. I love this thing. It's so cute. This one comes in quite a few other colors as well, as do all their bags. I'm eyeing one of their tote bags to use as more of a work bag, but I'm really impressed with the quality of this handbag. And they were really sweet and gave me a 25% off discount code. It's just my name, Marnie 25, good on any of the bags on their site. Well, now that I'm outside more with the warm weather, something I reach for pretty much with every outfit are sunglasses. And I have to give a shout out to these. Well, this is the same pair in different colors. So this is what started me on these. They are extremely lightweight, acrylic. I've mentioned them so many times before, but they're so good, they're worth mentioning again. They are extremely lightweight. They are very inexpensive. They're around $15. They're polarized, which is unusual. So I first picked them up in this shade. There are a lot of different color combinations between the frames and the lenses. I also picked them up in black on black. And then I've been reaching for these, which were off the website for a while, but they're back. And this is more of a kind of a pinkish, pretty much the same color as my t-shirt here. Pinkish frame. They're just so fun. I consider these just part of the outfit. And I will say what I really like about these is they hold their shape well and they work well on my head as a headband as well. That is not what they're meant to be, but I love them. Also, I want to talk about the shoes I showed you in the shoe organizer. These are so fun. So these look a lot like the classic Birkenstocks, but now every shoe brand is coming out with their own version. This is actually from Chico's. If you are not aware of the shoes that Chico's offer, they're only online. They run true to size and they are fantastic. Nobody knows about them, but we know about them now. But anyway, these are a Raffia upper. The buckles are absolutely adjustable. I did tighten them a little bit and I have a wider foot, so I was pleased that there's some room. Has the molded footbed. They're so fun. They go with, I mean, I wouldn't wear it with this outfit, but they look great with jeans. They look great with any of your neutral outfits, and they are so, so comfortable. As far as accessories go, I'm usually not all that exciting. I tend to fixate on a handful of the same products and recycle them. And I'm down to about the same 2 pairs of earrings over and over, seriously. So you know about my love for the double faux pearl earrings from Walmart. These are not them, but these are really cute too. These have like a little pearl in the middle. I'll link them at the bottom with everything that you see here. But I want to talk about these. I've talked about them before. They're super tiny, so I'll put in a little picture here. These are teardrop earrings. I believe the original was from Bottega Veneta. These are from Amazon. I have them in 2 colors and 2 sizes. I have the larger size in the gold and the smaller size in the silver. They're very lightweight. They're probably hollow. And they just go with everything. Even the bigger one is not overpowering by any stretch of the imagination. I love these. They are a classic. I reach for them almost as much as the double pearl earring, but not quite as much. And then I'm gonna count this as an accessory. It's not really a piece of clothing. And I got something on this, so it definitely needs to go in the wash. But everyone's always asking, not everyone, that would be weird. I do get a lot of questions about what bras I'm wearing under my clothes, and I'm pretty much wearing one of 2 pairs. And I just added a new one to my collection in its newest version. So this is the Soma Endless Lace Bralette, and this one is new to me. I've always had the bralettes, but this has a really soft, pretty lace overlay. It's just pretty for me. Nobody's seeing this. The back is just the smooth microfiber, pulls over your head, and as far as the support goes, I have to reiterate for those of you who are not aware, most of what you see is homegrown and natural. These are not. These were purchased about 20 years ago. They're still holding up well. So when I offer my advice on how much support a bra gives, take that with a grain of salt. I have heard from those of you with natural breasts that are larger that this is amazing and holds everything up. So whether you're an A cup to an F cup to natural or lab grown, these bras seem to be amazing. They're very comfortable, and it's this band underneath that holds everybody up, so to speak. And it's a pretty color. It's very spring summery. I feel very weird holding my bra up. So we are gonna move on to beauty favorites. So if I'm looking bronzed and glowy the last month or so, it's because I've been playing with some different sunless tanners. And the new favorite, it's the Coco and Eve Sunny Honey Bali Bronzing Foam. I have it in the shade Ultra Dark. It also comes in dark and medium. Here's my advice on sunless tanners. Go all in. Don't go for the lightest shade. As someone who is extremely scarce in melanin that works, you would think I would want the lighter shade, but I'm telling you, when you go lighter, you tend to go orange. Just go all in. If you're a little afraid of ultra dark, go for dark. I am wearing ultra dark. This is incredibly user-friendly. I have not had it streak on me at all. There is a 2-hour express version. I haven't tried that one. I've heard that one is more of a brown undertone. This has a green undertone, which sounds terrifying, but it makes it dry down, or develop, I should say, into a more natural looking tan. It's not what's on my face. We can talk about that another time. I'm still experimenting with stuff. So if you notice that this has more of an orange undertone, it's because it's not this. Okay, but anyway, this stuff is amazing. It comes out as a foamy mousse. I just use a tanning mitt to apply it, and it really lasts up to about a week with zero maintenance. So I'm very impressed with this. This one is an old favorite and a new favorite. So many of you love the Tartlet and Bloom palette from Tarte. It is like the ultimate neutral palette. It has cool tone, warm tone, neutral shadow shades, huge mirror, so it's very travel friendly. And for about a month or so, Tarte had removed all of their eyeshadow palettes off their website, and I was just devastated is too strong of a word choice, but really, if something is good, why? Just keep it Tarte and all you other brands. Well, apparently, I don't know if they reformulated it, changed the packaging up a little bit, but they're all back on the website. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So between this one, and then if you like more of a cool tone, just the Tarte palette, that one's all matte satin shades. They're fantastic. They're so easy. This is like, buy it. You have every shade of shadow that you could possibly need. It's a nice mix of matte satins and a handful of shimmers. I love this. I'm just noticing it smells good too. Okay, I'm wearing my hair pretty straight today, but almost the entire month of May, I was wearing it curled, and the last half or 3 weeks of the month, I was using this guy that I'm noticing goes really nicely with my blazer. This is the newest, I believe, version of the Beach Waver, and I really have a hard time getting the curls right when I use a curling iron, and this newest version makes it really easy. I love this thing. So I've been curling my hair pretty much every week. I just decided to do something quick and dirty, and so I did get some bend in the ends. I'm not entirely sure how I managed to make that work, but if you've been afraid of trying to curl your hair, this one is the one for you. They fixed it up so it's just one button. You go this way, you go that way. The other version, the early one that I had and honestly gave away, had a couple of versions and an extra button, and I was like, this is too much. If I could handle all those buttons, I'd just use a regular curling iron. Clearly, I need something very simple for me to use. So this new version, so much better. This is new to me. This is a brand new favorite. I haven't shared it before. It's a new scent from a brand called, I believe it's called 5 Cents, and this one is called Happy Tears. It's a perfume, eau de parfum, and the notes are orange blossom and creamy musk. It smells so good. If you like those sweeter, almost candy-like honey scents that sometimes are a little too overpowering and musky for daytime use, this is a much lighter version that works great for daytime, for summer, lasts all day. It smells really good, and I like this bottle. It's nice and compact. It is glass. I mean, don't drop it, but it just seems to be a little more travel-friendly or just storage-friendly. It's not this big, crazy bottle, so this will fit easily on a shelf. And then the last beauty favorite and the end of this video is this little guy. This is the Merit Beauty Complexion Stick, and I had gotten this a while back in my winter shade and kind of forgot about it. And then I got this new one in my summer shade, and I forgot how good it is. It's a foundation stick. I mean, I was gonna say it's basically no, it is a little foundation stick that you can also use as concealer. So how I've used it is I use my tinted SPF all over. I do some under eye correcting with my Trish McAvoy eye brightener, but then after that, if I'm having a good skin day, I just kind of do it in a couple little spots that might need a little more coverage, blend it in with a brush, and you are good to go. You could do a full face of foundation with it if you want. You can also use it to just touch up, like what I should have done today. I went to the dentist and I drooled a little, and so I could probably use a little coverage there. I should probably also use a mirror. That would be helpful. And I can just, look how easy. It's a little lighter because I don't have powder and bronzer on top now, but that's it. Like it's that easy. I have dry skin. It doesn't leave me flaky or anything. It works well with the SPF that I'm wearing under it. And it's very travel friendly because it is not a liquid. So those are my favorites from the month of May and probably for a long time to come. I would love to hear from you if you've made it to the end of this video. Share one favorite with all of us. It doesn't have to be something you can link to. I'm gonna start with the conversation with My absolute favorite thing of the month was my piano that I got for Mother's Day. We still have to get it tuned. I feel like it sounds pretty much in tune, but when we bought it from the piano store, they said, let it settle for about 3 weeks and then they'll come out and make sure that everything is tuned up and amazing. But I have always wanted a piano ever since I was a little kid, and it just wasn't in the budget for us. And I just kind of assumed that they're crazy expensive and out of reach. And I just got this wild hair last month that's what I want for Mother's Day. I didn't realize you can buy used pianos. And I'm not going to say that it's like Walmart pricing, but it's far less expensive than I expected a piano to be. I mean, yes, you could spend tens of thousands of dollars if you wanted a grand piano, but I just wanted an old school, let's call it vintage, upright piano, and that's what we got, and I am so excited. Do I know how to play it? No. Have I been on YouTube trying to learn? Yes. Have I realized I need an in-person teacher at least to get me started? Absolutely. But it is my favorite thing, and I just like sitting there and just poking at the keys, and that was my favorite thing from May 2025. All right, friends, we have made it to the end of the video. Can't wait to see your favorite things mentioned down in the comments. If you need anything or you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope that you had fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.